Hello, you're watching CBJ News. I'm Will Hollis.
And I'm Frankie Townsend. Coming up at 4:30.
See the results of a project capturing the lives of Nottingham's homeless.
YouGov reveal 1 in 3 people think that being gay is a choice. A local student shares his experiences.
If it was a choice, I would never have chose to be gay, because I just think, why would you choose this life? Why would you choose homophobia? Why would you choose to have to come out? Like, coming out is like the worst thing in your life. Like, why would you choose that?
And we take an exclusive look at Nottingham's Christmas market.
But first, a group of students are taking a different approach to raise awareness of the growing issue of rough sleeping in Nottingham. Chloe Bicknell reports.
There's more than just someone sleeping in an alleyway, someone sleeping in a shop front. There's more to it than that.
The Stories of the Streets exhibition in Into Broadmarsh is opening tonight to showcase the hidden world of homelessness in Nottingham. With over 200 photographs from 14 homeless people, the exhibition aims to change perceptions of rough sleepers. The exhibition was set up by 3 Nottingham students to show the public what it's like to be homeless.
We wanted to come up with a solution kind of to tackle the perceptions of homelessness and the longevity. So I developed Stories of the Streets, and their kind of whole aim with Stories is to give out disposable cameras to homeless individuals and display those in a photographic exhibition, and to kind of help to alleviate some of those struggles and kind of that break down that stigma basically that homeless people face.
One of the photographers has slept rough on the city streets for the past 4 months.
My picture was just taken at the library, and outside the library, where a friend of mine was nubbing, which is a thing you'll see a lot of the homeless people doing who have basically, addicted to smoking, because obviously we can't afford cigarettes, especially the prices nowadays. And if you have an addiction, all you think about is that addiction, even just nicotine. So we go nubbing, which is finding bits of cigarettes, getting enough tobacco from it to roll up another cigarette so we can have a smoke. And I'm hoping that the exhibition will show, various homeless people doing various things which you probably never noticed before or take very little notice of, but now you'll notice it, and hopefully you'll see more of the homeless around than you would imagine.
The exhibition shows various experiences of life on the streets.
Well, we didn't ask them to take anything in particular. We just said snapshot your lives and see what comes out. And as a result, we've got a mixture of landscapes. We've got some quite intimate portraits, some inside the shelters that they use. We've got some of the streets of Nottingham. And yeah, a real mix, really.
At the exhibition, you can buy framed photographs, donate directly to photographers, or donate essentials such as toiletries or warm winter clothing to make packs for other homeless people. Chloe Bicknell for CBJ News.
Next, taxpayers in Derby may find some of their council tax will be spent in Nottingham. Plans will be released on Monday for councils in the 2 cities to work more closely together. Kelly Bowen has more.
Our city councils are in disagreement. Nottingham and Derby City Council will set out plans early next week for a new metropolitan area. They say it will give them a better chance of attracting investment to the region. But Notts and Derbyshire County Council say that the news has come as a shock and will strongly oppose the plans.
Well, the plan came as a complete bombshell to me, completely out of the blue. I knew nothing at all about it. I received it yesterday and have the first opportunity I had to have a look at it. I have to say I'm appalled and astonished at the contents. I had no idea they were planning some sort of ridiculous metro strategy. I cannot see the point of it, frankly. It cuts our county in half, leaves half the county outside and the other half subsumed in what I seem to be the city centre.
A Nottingham City Council spokesperson said that the County Council were consulted and are happy to work in collaboration with any council in the future. In the plan, it suggests that the new metro system will allow for more growth, infrastructure and business development in the region. The County Councils say that the taxpayers deserve to hear about this change and have a say in it. Kelly Bowen, CBJ News.
People in Nottinghamshire are being urged to take part in the national firearms surrender. For a 2-week period, weapons and ammunition can be handed over to the police in 4 locations across the city. The campaign aims to find firearms that have been handed down through generations or are no longer legal. Nottinghamshire police say they're using the amnesty period to stop the weapons being used by criminals to hurt people.
The result of a recent poll has found that a large proportion of British society hold the belief that sexuality can be chosen. One Nottingham man's experiences of homophobic attacks have led him to agree with the findings. Megan Hone has more.
Nearly 1 in 3 Brits still think that being gay is a choice. This is according to a YouGov statistic. The figures show that people over the age of 50 are more likely to think this way, with 40% claiming to have that view. This is compared to only 16% of 18 to 24-year-olds. Student Harry Hitchcock, who has dealt with homophobic abuse, believes it's down to naivety rather than hatred.
So the stat that's like 1 in 3 people think being gay is a choice, I don't think that necessarily means everyone's homophobic, like them people that 1 in 3 are homophobic. I think it mainly thinks they're naive, like the way they've been brought up to believe that like Adam and Eve, boy and girl, like obviously like everyone just thinks that's like normal, but there's no such thing as normal, to be honest. As a gay person, I know that it's 100% not a choice. If it was a choice, I would never have chose to be gay, because I just think, why would you choose this life? Why would you choose homophobia? Why would you choose to have to come out? Like, coming out is like the worst thing in your life. Like, why would you choose that?
Despite the perception of progress made on this issue, attacks over the last 4 years have surged by 80%. Alarmingly, this figure still leaves out a fifth of attacks, as many LGBT people don't report them to the police. The group Not's LGBT+ network believe that we're still a long way from stamping out homophobia.
It just makes me angry that we're still in a position where we're even having these debates. Ideally, we'd be in a kind of utopian society where we wouldn't even have to have these discussions. But the reality is we're not. And the fact that we're now in a position across the board, but also within terms of homophobic hate crime, is on the rise. Now, we work very closely with the police in addressing that issue, but there are very limited services available. But actually, individual support kind of feel that there's a massive gap.
Megan Hone for CBJ News.
The digital media company Google is giving people in Nottingham advice about how to use the latest technology. Here's our reporter, Kelly Burnett-Thomas.
I'm here at the Google Digital Garage Bus on Station Street in Nottingham. Today we're going to find out how to improve our online confidence and our overall web skills.
So the Google Digital Garage is a place where people can get free face-to-face coaching from Google. Okay, so we help people with their confidence online, their skills for work, or their career or business. So far today we've helped people enhance their CV, we've helped people with social media strategy, and right now upstairs there's a Build a Digital Marketing course for a budding entrepreneur.
The internet can seem challenging, but Google have already helped people of all ages to improve their digital skills with this free service.
Because we here at Nottingham City Council believe it's one of the most critical things for the general public to get their heads around. But actually the digital economy and the digital skills agenda is going to be around for foreseeable future. And the trick is really just to get people skilled up, build up their confidence so that they're enabled and feel confident to be able to do things online, because the online economy is here to stay. If this is open to anybody, the general public, obviously people have got a lot of issues around online safety, online banking, which is a big thing. People want to keep safe because they're scared about fraud, online fraud, so they don't use it. There's a lot of misconceptions. So this is all to really demystify, and we're here at Nottingham City Council wanting to partner with Google to demystify all of that, but also to get people the real confidence that they can really engage in a safe way to basically get jobs and grow their businesses, basically.
In the future, it is believed that 90% of jobs will require digital skills, so services like the Google Digital Garage are preparing us for advances in the future. I'm Kelly Burnett-Thomas reporting for CBJ News.
Nottingham's Christmas markets will officially open tonight, which means Christmas is on our doorsteps.
And I'm particularly looking forward to getting my hands on a Cumberland sausage. Pandora Farsight has this one for you.
Whether Whether it's buying your Christmas decorations early or testing out your fairy lights, we all prep for Christmas in our own way, and Nottingham is no exception. So it's no wonder Nottingham Market Square has been a building site for several days getting Winter Wonderland ready. A sense of festivity is in the air with local residents.
Came round the corner down Clumber Street and I seen the Elter Skelter and I thought, oh, because it's for children. And that's what Christmas is about.
People are enjoying themselves, shopping and going at it.
I think it's just brings that little bit more tradition and a bit more, as I say, a bit different.
As far as I'm concerned, it's memories as my childhood, because I always loved coming here since I was a child.
The Christmas market this year has the largest pop-up ice bar in the UK. 60 independent local gifting retailers, hot mulled wine, live local musicians and a huge ice rink, as well as other traditional festivities to get your hands on. Nottingham City Council's Communications and Events Specialist Matt Clark tells us from the comfort of Sur La Piste, the purpose-built two-storey ski lodge-inspired bar, why Christmas is so special this year in Nottingham.
This place is really unique, but we've also got the ice bar that's just downstairs underneath the terrace, and that was here last year, but this year it's double the size and it's got some incredible sculptures in there as well that are well worth checking out. So we've got over 60 market stalls selling everything from like glühwein and Christmas decorations to jewellery and handmade gifts and all kinds of stuff. We've also got the Helter Skelter bar again, which was really popular last year. I mean, obviously it's Christmassy, very, very Christmassy. It's really special and really unique.
In the Christmas spirit yet? Then you will after a winter warmer in the form of a creamy hot chocolate from the food stands, or maybe some made-to-order pancakes starting at £3.50 off one of the many food stalls within the market. Or perhaps food isn't on the agenda and you feel like a chilly cocktail overlooking the city on the balcony within Sur La Piste. Or maybe a cool drink within the ice bar sitting next to a polar bear. What's on your Christmas wish list this year? Pandora Forsyth, CBJ News.
And it looks like another fantastic winter is coming up at the Market Square, isn't it, Frankie?
It looks mega.
Yeah, have you been before?
I have been a few times. I've eaten quite a few of the foods.
The food's an event for you.
And now for the sports news with Tiffany Higgins.
International break. There's an intriguing Premier League game at the King Power Stadium where Leicester City take on the leaders, Manchester City. In the Championship, Nottingham Forest come up against one of their old managers, Steve Cotterill, who's now in charge at Birmingham City. Derby County, who are just above Forest in the table, are also on the road. They face Fulham in a televised game which kicks off at 5:30. In League Two, Notts County will be hoping to retain their position at the top of the table when they take on Cheltenham at Meadow Lane, while Mansfield Town will be aiming for 3 points against Stevenage as they're pressing for a place in the top 6. And on Sunday, Nottingham Panthers will be looking for revenge. At the Motorpoint Arena, they'll take on Cardiff Devils, who've beaten them twice already in the league this season. That's all from me, Tiffany Higgins.
Thanks for that, Tiffany. Well up for catching a few of those sports games this weekend. Now for the forecast for the next few days, here's Kelly Bennett-Thomas.
Hello, we're looking towards a slightly milder weekend after the past few days of cold weather. Although after an overcast day today, tonight will leave you feeling chilly as we cool off further into the evening, dropping to a low of 3 degrees Celsius before bedtime in the east of the region. Looking forward towards the weekend is going to be a frosty start, so leave extra time to defrost your car in the morning. There will be a few scattered showers which should clear up by midday. In the afternoon it will be cloudy with top temperatures of 8 degrees Celsius in the Derby area and lows of 4 towards the south of the East Midlands. And your outlook for the next few days, expect a slightly milder temperatures, a few showers in places, so don't forget your brolly. That's all for now. Bye.
Now, Frankie, I need to remind you to look up tonight because there's a bit of a meteor shower.
Yes, 15 shooting stars per hour.
And what's the most shooting stars you've ever seen over an hour?
1.
1? Well, you know, you're the shooting star of my life.
Oh!
We'll be back again next week for more CBJ news. See you next time.
Bye.